The onion, the vegetable that is protected by layers upon layers of skin. Peel off one layer, and you encounter another protective layer, over and over. It is these many layers, one on top of the other, that protects the bud or apex from harm. And it is from this vegetable and this protective property that the Tor Project gets its name and inspiration from. Because, just like the onion, the Tor Project is based upon a routing method that uses layers upon layers of redirection to hide data traveling over the internet. So what exactly is the Tor Project? Well, Tor stands for the Onion Router. So the Tor Project was created to bring the Onion Router and onion routing technology to the public. By using onion routing technology, users can hide their locations and their activities while surfing on the internet. The roots of the Tor Project started in the early 90s. Back then, however, it wasn't called the Tor Project. It was nothing more than informal publications and proof of concepts that people were experimenting with. But the idea was important enough that it got funding from many sources, including a branch of the US government called the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, also known as DARPA. However, it wasn't until 2003, when the project was mature enough and a second generation router was released to the public domain, that the Tor Project really started. It was a slow start, with the project only gaining a modest number of users. However, in 2013, amidst the Snowden controversy, Tor gained some exposure to the public, and the user count increased by 600%. But the rise was meteoric as it fell to previous numbers shortly thereafter. The sharp decline was probably due to rumors about the NSA and FBI cracking the inner workings of the Tor Project. This is ironic because those agencies are part of one of the biggest funding sources for the project. Now, the Tor Project continues to distribute onion routing software to the public. From their site, users can download Messenger app, bootable USB drives, and plugins. However, their most popular product is the Tor browser. The Tor browser is just like any browser, except it converts the user's machine into an onion proxy, which allows the users to keep their identity anonymous when they surf the web. The whole project and all the software they provide are based on the onion routing method. So, what is the onion routing method? Onion routing uses a network of nodes to encrypt and redirect users' data as it travels over the internet. These nodes are trusted servers called onion routers. They either add or subtract layers of encryption based on the direction of the user's data. It's quite a unique method, so it's worth it to take a closer look at its inner workings. To communicate with a destination site, the user's machine, the onion proxy, needs to build a pathway or circuit to the destination site. This is done through onion routers. The onion proxy begins by choosing onion routers at random to use as connecting nodes. For this example, let's say that the onion proxy has chosen the onion routers Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. The onion proxy then begins to establish a secure communication channel, one router at a time. Using the Diffie-Hellman key exchange method, it negotiates a symmetric key with Alpha. As we've learned in previous classes, communication using symmetric encryption is much faster than communication using asymmetric or public key encryption. Part of the Tor Project's advantages over other anonymous routing schemes is the relatively low latency of its connections. Symmetric encryption is the reason for this. So, once the symmetric key has been negotiated, and the onion proxy and Alpha now trust each other, the onion proxy can then continue to build the circuit. It asks Alpha to create a secure link to Bravo. Alpha negotiates with Bravo for a symmetric key in the same way the onion proxy negotiated with Alpha. Finally, the circuit is extended to Charlie also in the same way it was extended to Bravo. The onion proxy is now ready to send or receive data. To send data, the onion proxy wraps the user's packet in layers of encryption. First, it uses Charlie's symmetric key to encrypt the packet. Then, it uses Bravo's symmetric key. Then finally, Alpha's symmetric key. Between each layers of encryption is the address information for the next router in the circuit. Then, the triple encrypted data packet is sent out. Its first stop is Alpha. Alpha decrypts the packet using its shared symmetric key. After decryption, the address for Bravo is revealed, so Alpha sends the packet over to Bravo. Bravo decrypts the packet and sees the address for Charlie, so it sends the packet to Charlie. Charlie decrypts the packet and sees the address for the destination site and sends it along. So finally, the packet makes it all the way from the user to the site that the user is trying to reach. To receive data, the reverse happens. The destination site sends a packet to Charlie, then Charlie encrypts the packet with its symmetric key and sends it to Bravo. Bravo gets the packet, encrypts it using its symmetric key, and sends it to Alpha, which does the same thing until it reaches the user's machine. There, the Onion proxy decrypts or unwraps each layer of the packet using their respective symmetric keys to reveal the data from the destination site. If at any time the packet is intercepted, the only addresses that can be revealed are the addresses of the immediate sender and receiver. This is because the other addresses are hidden in their own encryption layers. All this happens in the background, automatically. The Tor browser handles all circuit creation without any help from the user. As far as the user is concerned, it's just another browser. For many, this anonymity is a great convenience. For others, it saves embarrassment. Tor can also help businesses. An organization's address may be flagged by competitors, preventing that business from accessing the competitor's site, or worse, being presented with disinformation. By using Tor, the organization can access the competitor's site just as the public would see it. Tor can also mask a business's traffic in order to prevent outsiders from gaining intelligence by analyzing their searches, the sites they visit, and their overall traffic patterns. And for the military, some clandestine operatives of the Defense Department and the State Department use Tor to communicate in the field. This is no surprise since these departments have invested heavily in the Tor project. Just like the Onion, we've only peeled back a few layers of the Tor project. We touched a bit on its history and its love-hate relationship with the government. We took a brief, high-level look at the Onion routing method, and we found out that criminals aren't the only users that benefit from the Tor project. There's more twists and turns to its history, there's more complex mathematics involved, and there's more software being developed each day. However, unlike Tor's encryption, these subjects are not hidden to us. All we have to do is peel back the layers and look.
Are you down?